Hey guys, Eric and Joey here, providing you with a Rewind Theater trailer commentary for our first look at the X-Men First Class trailer that just hit. Lots of mutants to talk about, lots of X-Men, so we're going to get right into it. We get in with our first look at a young Charles Xavier, Professor X, played by James McAvoy here.
You'll notice there's some intercutting with the original films here just to show the
kind of, the disparity between the two, where they end up. This is Magneto, played by Michael Fassbender, a young Magneto, I should say.
all the really interesting stuff happens right after that Marvel logo here, where they're going into Xavier's school.
Right, and it basically sets up our setting of being in the 60s during the Cuban Missile Crisis. So I'm going to stop right here real quick because this is our first look at the X-Men First Class, if you will. So I'm going to go bottom row, McAvoy as Professor Xavier. Next to him is Rose Byrne, who plays Moira McTaggart. You want to take the back row, Joey?
Right behind him to the left is Michael Fassbender as Magneto, and next to him you've got Lucas Till as Havoc, Jennifer Lawrence as Mystique, Nicholas Hoult as Beast, and all the way over there to the right is Banshee, played by Caleb Landry Jones.
Yeah, and it real quick should be noted, it's interesting, Magneto is holding a gun in his right hand.
That is...
Check that out. So what's going on? We don't know. Here's another kind of interesting shot. This takes place, we're guessing, right after, because if you look, Havoc is still in his sweatsuit there, but some sort of secret room, I don't know, a danger room.
Theorizing maybe early danger room.
But whatever it is, Havoc's holding a naked mannequin.
And that's really all that matters here.
Yep. It is truly a danger room. Here, our first look at January Jones as Emma Frost, a.k.a. the White Queen.
This looks like some sort of containment center that we see Magneto in the earlier films as well.
Exactly. And I'm just going to scroll back quickly to Zoe Kravitz here, who plays Angel. And you had a theory about these tats, right?
Yeah, if you notice, there's tattoos on her arms in this close-up shot, but in the next shot where she's spreading her wings, the tattoos are no longer there. So we're thinking maybe she sort of hides her wings as tattoos, or that's how they wrap around her body.
Another interesting thing to note about this shot, she's topless right here, right?
That is interesting.
We've got Xavier and Magneto kind of oogling her as they're drinking scotch. We're guessing that this is the Hellfire Club.
Definitely.
Gotta be. Got Beast there. You know, just one quick thing I'm going to say right here, and then I'm going to get right past it. Check out that he is holding a syringe with a chemical in it. We'll get back to that in a few shots later on in the trailer. This is Eddie Gathegi, who plays the New Mutant Darwin, and I believe his power or ability is that his body is always growing. It's always producing more mass. So because of that, he's difficult to kill.
This is a good shot here. This is Mystique in bed, looking sexy. You'll see later on there's a little reference to Nightcrawler that could play into this scene right here.
Yeah, you've got some sexy theories about that,
Oh,
Joey.
yes, I do.
And this right here is our first look at the blue and gold costumes, which they actually made fun of in the original X-Men movie, which is pretty funny. Real quick, just a brief stopping point. Beast in his blue furry glory.
In this shot, something you might not have noticed on first watch, the soldier that Magneto is killing here actually has a knife in his hand.
Yeah, and it looks like Magneto is making him basically stab himself.
It's very interesting.
Bam. All right. Here's the thing I wanted to comment on. Beast, at a certain point in the comic history, discovers a chemical that actually triggers mutation. He tests it on himself, and that is how he becomes the blue furry beast that we know. So clearly, in this film, that is going to happen.
Right, and you can see his pants ripping as his calf muscle grows.
Now, this shot I wanted to stop on because it's our first look at Kevin Bacon as Sebastian Shaw, the Black King of the Hellfire Club. Right next to him is January Jones, the White Queen, who, if you scroll forward a little bit, you see is turning into her secondary mutation, which is the diamond ability, if you will. And next to him, we're theorizing, since this is kind of early Hellfire Club, we're guessing that man next to him is either Harry Leland, who played the Black Bishop in early comics, or Donald Pierce, who played the White King. We have no idea. It's just early speculation.
You pointed out something interesting about this next shot. There's Beast doing his tricks there, but to the left is Oliver Platt, who plays a character called the Man in Black.
Yeah, we have no idea who that is. Probably a government agent. That, real quick, I'll go back to, is just a shot of Havoc using his powers. And if you look, I think it's two different shots, because here he's in street clothes, And then here, it looks like he's in his X-Men costume.
Yep.
Early look at Cerebro here. And bam.
And that's the shot I was referencing earlier. That's Azazel, who is Nightcrawler's father. You can see his tail there, sort of looping under the frame towards Kevin Bacon.
And you can see him bamfing here. So we're thinking that sexy shot of Mystique in bed, maybe that's the shot where these two get it on, and
That's where the magic happened.
And Nightcrawler is born. Magneto in all his glory, full costume. We are going to see it in this movie.
Very carefully, my friend. Killing will not.
I think it should be noted that it's really cool that not only is this an origin story, but this is set in period, man. This is set in the 60s against an actual historic event. I mean, this is a Soviet ship right here. You can see the flag. We're guessing that that's Cuba.
Yep.
And this is the Cuban Missile Crisis. The big battle that's going to happen with the X-Men is going to revolve around the Cuban Missile Crisis.
That's definitely an interesting take.
I guess we'll find out more details on June 3rd when the film hits theaters.